And here we're back. Yes, just like magic. Okay, it's Sunday morning. It's pretty early. I got up at about 6. Yeah. Opened all the windows, and I did leave one window open the whole night, but it hasn't helped much because I am going to show you. You see, the Liquitex pouring medium, because I'm going to do a pour and try to get cells again. So the Liquitex pouring medium, it got pretty warm during these warm days. And right now I have one of those, I don't know how you call them, infrared thermometer, something like that. But if I like to take this paint, let's not make that dirty. And if I put it in there, oh, that's better. The 19 is better because it was 21 a little bit ago. Maybe it's because everything now can... Ooh, but that's too thick. Let me check again. Nah, see, 20. 22. Let me put it on my hand. See, that's 30. Yeah, it's 20. 20 half. And that just might be it, because I'm pretty sure that when I painted, when I started February and March, it was pretty cold up here, because you know, you guys saw me wear one of those robes because it was pretty cool. You know, not really cold, but cool. So I'm wondering if that's it. Yeah, this is pretty good, 19. But this full cup is 20. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I am hoping that I will get cells. So just have to mix this up a little. This is the sponsor list. Updated it as of this morning, I think 8 o'clock, something like that. I did all the comments. That's better. So I did all the comments this morning, and a lot of people wanted to see this one dry. But people, I will not be touching it because I'm not going to make the same mistake I did yesterday. So because I can see here, a couple of spots here and there, they're still wet, so I'm not touching it. But as you can see, look at those colors. This is beautiful. So right now, I'm sort of thinking, why didn't I do a couple of colors? Because that would have really brought this stuff out. You know, if I had put maybe a little bit darker primary elements in it too. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Only one thing, if you're going to try this, do not use Floetrol. Because I think the Floetrol makes it bleed just a little more, and that's normal. That's what is to be expected, because that's what Floetrol does. So when you're doing this, I would not use the Floetrol. I would put, I would try the Liquitex pouring medium, or a self-leveling tar gel, something that is a little bit stiffer, and then I'd put this in. Or if you say, no, I like the way it turned out, because personally, I really like it. You know, I got to manipulate the shape some, so I was in control of the pattern, but then it sort of did its own thing after I left it. And you can still see where I went through it with the little stick, but it did sort of mingle into the paint after I stopped. And to me, that is more appealing, because then it doesn't look like I touched it at all, but like it just, you know, created itself like this. It's more natural. So if you do like this look, then use the Floetrol. If you want more control and you want those lines that you make stick in there, then I would try to use something else like pouring medium. But it is pretty. I really like it, and it will be on Etsy when it's finished. Ha. Okay, let me put it away. Now another thing we're going to be doing today is, ta-da, a balloon. I have seen a lot of people do the balloon technique, and I really, really like it. So I thought I'd give it a go. So first we're going to do this because someone asked me to do blues and greens. And the only green I have is the primary elements, which I would like to use. And I mixed up every single color Winsor & Newton has that is blue. So if you want the colors, just go to the Winsor & Newton site or a color chart or whatever, and you go look at the blues. I have every single blue. I have that mixed up. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors blue. Then I made it turquoise green, but I put it a little bit more on the blue side, which I really like. And now I see that I forgot my white, so I'm gonna make a little bit of white, but that's okay. Then you can look at this. Okay, what the white is Winsor & Newton white, and you can pick any color you like. And in there I put some pouring medium, about 20%. Let me check this. Yeah, 21. And if you're wondering why in God's name I am using a temperature, it's just to check, you know, how warm this paint is. And I want to check that on a daily basis to see, you know, when my cells come back, what temperature it is. So mixing up the white as we go. And the good thing is, the Winsor & Newton, it doesn't bubble as much as the other brand, Royal Talents. That had a lot of bubbles in it. And I am experiencing less bubbles when mixing with the Winsor & Newton. So I want to put a little bit of Floetrol in here. So what we have is paint, about 10 to 20% liquid pouring medium, and just a little squirt of Floetrol. And I'm talking just a little bit. I'd say the tiniest little teaspoon or a coffee spoon, that amount in all colors. Yes, I know it's still too thick. And as you can see how I mix, this is how you should mix it. You know, you first put in the paint, then you put in the pouring medium, mix it smooth, put in a little bit of Floetrol, mix it smooth, and then start adding the water. And you do that little by little by little, but because if you dump in all the water at once, some people are talking about, you know, that the paint goes all lumpy, and you don't have that if you do that in little bits at a time. Okay. It's coming off the stick in one continuous stream. I think I'll just add a tad bit more. And I have no silicone in this, and I'm still thinking of which silicone I want to use. So that's good. I am hoping, yeah, this is silicone. I should have put it on the bottle, but I'm a bit lazy. So, just a couple of drips. And I'm going to use the, no, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not going to use anything else. I thought I'd put in some spray silicone too, but I won't do that. Okay, that's in there, that's in there. I don't want to really stir it too much because I'd like some bigger cells. So I'm hoping it's gonna stay nice and at the bottom. And I made 3 colors of primary elements to put on top in case it isn't looking too cool, so I can make it more interesting. And I have a couple of dark colors. I have a Payne's Gray, and this is Prussian Blue. I thought I'd do that. Okay. Sponsors, thank you all for sponsoring my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. And I will be looking out for some cool paintings that I'm going to give away this month. So I have a few, I guess, that I'd like to do, but we'll see. Okay, we're going to get a canvas. I'm going to do a long one, rectangle one. Yep. There we go. Put the little things down there. And I think I just might do the corners. Because that's also something someone said, you know, why don't you just paint the corners before you do anything? And I thought that was a good idea. But let us get some real paint. And do the corners. That's pretty thick. Ooh, I forgot the push pins. Who cares? We'll have to do without the push pins today. Oh yes, I have a new blouse, a new painting blouse, just a little thinner. The other one was jeans fabric, and it got pretty hot sometimes. Now, only this one left. There we go. Okie dokie, we're ready. So, cup. And we are going to start with some white. And then a really nice, no, we're going to do the turquoise. That's what we're going to do. Then some dark. Like that. And some nice blue. Another blue. And then some more white. More turquoise. Finishing it off with a lot of white. Ooh, I see some cool stuff happening in my little cup. Okay, let's not wait too long. Doing a flippy. You know, when I mix up this stuff, I'm thinking, ew, ugly, 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 ugly colors. But then when you put it on your canvas, look at it. That is pretty. Okay, torching it to see if we can get some cells, because these are just, you know, from the silicone. Yes, we're getting some cells. Not the ones I really, really like, but cells. If you can see them. I really don't want to make too much of a mess with these. Put it over there a little bit. I might do a double pour. I am going to tip it so this goes off the canvas, the dark bit, because I did like it in the beginning, but not now. So I'm gonna let it go over there, then do the other one. It's coming down, but slowly. And I'm gonna do a double pour. But it is kind of pretty. Okay, now we're gonna do something totally different. I'm gonna use this as a background. Now I'm going to come in with a little bit thinner paint. So I'm giving all my paint just a little bit extra. This is gonna be a long video, by the way. Haha, can't help it. So I'm putting in a little bit more, and then I will be getting a little bit more white because of my white was empty. Let's see if I got the right consistency. Nope. There we go. A little bit of very dark blue. I didn't put the Payne's Gray in. I had second thoughts about that while I was doing the cup. Sometimes you have to go with your feelings, and if your feeling says no, don't use it, then just don't use it. And you can always do another one with the Payne's Gray. I will be putting it in the ribbons that I'm going to try to make though. But can you still see this stuff moving? Okay, a little bit more. Because I want to put ribbons on top, but I want them to spread a little bit more than they usually do. That's why I'm giving it just a little bit more water to make it thin it just a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, and I didn't use this one, but I won't use that one because I don't like the color. Get my white cup. So the white is paint, 10% pouring medium, little splotch of Floetrol. Now I'm smoothing it up. And as I said, if you do it little by little, you will see how fast that the paint really smooths up. I do like the colors though. I like this color. And this white will be a little bit on the blue side because I dropped some blue in it, I think. Let's see, almost there. A little bit more, and I'll put in a couple of drops of silicone. Yep, it's ready. So, some white, and now I'm going to use the dark colors. All of it. And I haven't really thought about how to do these ribbons. There has to be an easier way to do ribbons, I'm pretty sure. you know, not using a cup, but using some sort of a, I don't know, maybe a syringe or something like that. Nah, syringe would be too, or one of those turkey basking tube things. Okay. I'm gonna stir it just a bit. And now it comes. And it's gonna be dark. Yes. Like that. Wow, that is beautiful. Look at those cells. I just have to help it a little bit. And like I said, I want it to go a little bit bigger. That's why I thinned it. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at what happened there. And I have a lot more paint. So that's one. That's two. Letting it run down a little bit. Oops, not too much. Don't want to lose the way it's going. Wow, that looks amazing. And I still have so much paint left, so I'm gonna do another one. Oh, I really like what's going on up there. Why did I do this? Wow, that is beautiful. I think it's the Payne's Gray that does that. I'll show you in a bit. Maybe I will let it come down here. I might be ruining it now, but guys, this is all, you know, experimental. Okay, come down a bit. Wow, I love this. I even like it that it's, you know, not the swayy thing, but look at that. Look at this. Okay, let's do another. Just down here. That's it. Yeah, this is more something I really like because, wow, it gives you so much control. Getting rid of the little air bubbles now. Not really doing it to create cells. But I love this. This is really a beautiful abstract piece. Now what I'd really love, ooh, I forgot my metallics. Okay, here we go. Let me get a stick. Because I do want some of this metallic in this painting. And I told you this is going to be a longer video. That's cool. That's cool, cool, cool. This stuff is a little too thick. Okay, now I am going to come in here. And all I'm doing is really looking for some flow in the painting, putting a little bit of the primary elements in, and just spreading it just a little bit. So that, you know, like this, when I put a blob on, let me show you, not too much, like that. You can see that I put the blob on, but you want to incorporate it into your painting, so then with a little stick, you just take it down. There it goes. And I think this is going to look beautiful because you just do not want to have too much. You don't want, you have full control. So if you were doing this in a pour, I would pretty much think that, you know, it will do whatever it wants to do. But right now, I'm the person that's saying, nope, I want you here, I want you there. And I think it is, has more to do with being creative, being more the artist, being in control. And it gives some sort of satisfaction because, you know, when you pour and that's it, you know, and you're happy or you're not happy. But now you get to manipulate the paint. So we have it here, we have it there. This is really a beautiful piece. Sorry if my head is in the way, guys, but I do have to get in here a little bit. You know, I have been thinking about my studio, my new studio, and there I'm gonna fix all the stuff that people are complaining about. You know, I'll have a better setup for the videos. I'm gonna have my macro set up so I can do macros straight away, because I would have loved to have here a shot of this, but I can't because nah, I don't want to have this pour off the canvas. But everything will be set up in my new studio and I will be a happy camper. Now I want a bit to go over the side. And I'm hoping that it's, well, as I can see, it is working a little, but especially it's working like I was hoping it's going to work. And right now, that's good. Okay, that's it. You don't want to do too much. Now I want to come in with one more color, because this is going to be like more like an abstract. And you've never seen me do something like this before, not this much work on one painting. But that's just the thing, you know, the more you you want your hands on everything that's gonna work, the more that, you know, time it's gonna consume. That's cool. Then I want some up here. A little blob there, a little blob there, a little blob there. Trying to keep my head out of the way, but I do have to zoom in a little what I'm doing. That is perfect. I am really enjoying this. Really, really a lot. There you go. And down here. That's cool. Oh, you know what would look good if I did a line right down there. If I can get that to work. Oh no, that's already beautiful. Leave it. That is beautiful. Okay, I gotta leave it now. This is it. And we're hoping, of course, that it's going to really stay this way. Just pulling some lines to make it look even better. This has to stay there. Okay, done. This is it. I'll take you guys down. Then I'll upload this video, and then I am going to have a nice cup of coffee with my husband. Okay, let me get you in focus. There you go. You see a lot of things working. I love this top bed here. Look at those lines. Here a little bit in the corner, a little metallic. Over here you see the metallic. Going up, up, up. A little bit of metallic. Just enough. You know, just not that it is overpowering. Just a little bit. And I also had some green, which I'd really like to put in, but I won't. I'll just let this stuff do its thing, and we'll see when it dries what it's done. Okay guys, so we'll see you in about an hour. Next video. Bye bye. Oh, and for everyone that still has a lot of Sunday left, have a beautiful Sunday. Bye bye.